How's it going, Internet? This is Jacob with Jacob Reviews Things, and today we are here on my apartment floor for a knife review. Specifically, this guy, the CRKT Ritual. Let's flick it open there. Yeah. As you can see, this is a very awesome looking big folder, but yeah. But despite how big it is, like compared to say like a cold steel pocket sword type of knife, I mean, it's definitely not as big as you'd think it would be. Like just reading about the measurements on whatever website you're gonna end up buying this from. Yeah, I mean, like it's not massively thick. It fits well in your hand. I mean, it's not wider than my thumb. And but despite that, you still got a 4.5 inch blade, and you've got multiple grips you can use on this big handle. And even crazier, and this is what surprised me the most about it, it fits so well in the pocket, like very nicely in your pocket. You got this big clip here. It not a whole lot is showing. I mean, it's not quite like deep carry, but it carries. I mean, you're not showing a whole lot. You definitely feel it in your pocket, but it doesn't feel like gigantic. It's not like a brick like a Cold Steel Voyager or anything like that. What else can I say about this? I mean, I this some weird steel I'm not very familiar with on the blade, but it's a pretty good steel. I mean, I was messing around with it, and I don't know if you can see on the edge there if my camera will focus up. Come on. Oh well. Well, when I was screwing around with this knife, just cutting some stuff with it, I accidentally hit a metal bar with it, and the edge rolled over a little bit, unfortunately, but it didn't chip or anything, which is a very very pleasant surprise. And I just sharpened it up right about here and went back to normal. I mean, you can still, if the camera would have focused in on it, you can, yeah, no, you could see where it happened, but I mean, it's perfectly sharp. So the steel is good, even though I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, so it carries good blade steel. I mean, if you couldn't tell already, it looks absolutely amazing. It is like when I pulled this out of the box, I literally like went ooh, because oh man, just look at it. You got that ivory white micarta, and it's very smooth. And then you got this, I think, aluminum, whatever it is. They made it this very pretty, like shiny blue. I don't know my color wheel well enough to tell you exactly what kind of blue that is. It's almost like a turquoise, but it looks good. I mean, you can just see the way it catches the light there. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Then spring assisted opener. Not a huge fan of that normally, but I mean, this is such a ridiculous knife that I don't really care. It's not like it's not like this is my EDC everyday thing where I'm worried about scaring all the arts majors down at Starbucks whenever I pull this out, or yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I mean, and it's also not super annoying. Like I made a video where I was kind of critical of them putting the same spring assist mechanism on a CRKT Lanny because it's kind of loud. Like literally, you can go. It it's definitely like louder than your normal flipper to the point where it's like, huh, okay. Why are you making these noises, my knife? Why do you do this? So, yeah. That I mean, that's such a nitpick. The knife is loud. Oh no. And just being spring assisted, you don't have total control opening it up, but I mean, that doesn't really matter. I don't think for this particular knife and the things I used it for. And yeah, I mean, it's very ergonomic, fits well in your hand. You can, unlike a lot of other gigantic pocket folding knives that I think exist, you could actually do some normal things with this. I mean, you've got a really sharp tip up here that you can do some work with. Like that, this blade stabs way better than it has any right to, being this curvy. But it will, that tip will go through whatever you want it to go through. It is very sharp, very stabby. And yeah, it's I mean, obviously it's going to slash well. How curvy it is. I believe Alan Folts based this on some ancient Persian designs, or was inspired by them, something along those lines, which I'm a big fan of. I like my crazy curvy Persian Middle Eastern type designs, like a jambaya or a card, something along those lines. Those are really cool knives. So yeah, it's just bringing a classic crazy design into the modern era with some CRKT awesomeness. So yeah, if you're looking for a big pocket folder, 10 out of 10. Well, I guess I'll give it a 9.5 because it's loud, and I don't like the spring assist as much as I would a normal flipper. But big knife, I see why they did it. It's cool. It's fun. Definitely a 10 out of 10 on the fiddle factor. The only thing is, be careful when you're opening it that nothing like that you don't have anything in the path of the blade, because that tip is so sharp that, like, I don't know if it's, I'm not saying it's gonna like punch a hole in your hand or anything like that, but if you put your hand here and flip it open, you're definitely gonna feel it. It's definitely gonna hurt. Not gonna be fun. So, oops. So yeah, other than that, awesome. Great knife, good ergos, good steel, good company, good design. So yeah, hopefully that helped you with your purchasing decisions. And yeah, with that, I'm out.